Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to my vlog. Hope you've had an amazing miracle-filled week. I really do, so if you have, hit me up and let me know all about it. Today I would be talking about finding your joy. Now this is something that is really dear to my heart because I feel like, we all have joy in our lives. If we look and we really do try to, analyze, we can always find an area of our lives where we are abundantly blessed and that we're very happy with. But oftentimes, there's so much stress and there's so much noise, going on all around you that it's hard to pinpoint your joy. So I've come up with a few ways that you can rediscover the joy in your life so you can live a happier, more fulfilled, more abundant life. So first way you can find your joy is by being a blessing to others, because I believe that, you know how they say to give is better than to receive. And I genuinely, I think that, when you do things for other people, whether it's helping out like an elderly relative or, going to an orphanage to volunteer, to read to the kids, to give food provisions, or even if it's just something as small as maybe like your mom has asked you to do something and you've been putting it off and the day you finally do that thing, I feel like that will definitely give you that internal sense of happiness and joy. Another way I like to rediscover my joy is to just take time away, because I feel like we all live these really busy, hectic lives. You're always running from here to there to there to there, and oftentimes you just feel like your mind is just cluttered. It's so cluttered you don't even have time to. I always say, like, sometimes it's like I have like a brain freeze, like I can't think. So what I like to do is I like to set aside half a day, and I call it taking myself out on a date. Yes, I do. So I'll go somewhere like an art gallery or a museum. Like Nikkei Art Gallery in Lagos is lovely. There's the Didi Museum. And I will just literally, maybe I'll take myself out for breakfast first, actually. So it's like I'm really romancing myself. So I'll go out for a breakfast, eat something nice, and then just, go with a book or a notebook, and you can just sit down, you can just kind of journal and write down all the things that you're grateful for in your life, and think about all the people in your life, from, maybe the main ones, like your family and your friends. So maybe people who you don't really, think about that often, but who really contribute to your life. So maybe your colleagues, maybe you think, oh, they're just my colleagues, but, you do interact with them every day, and I'm sure some of them may be annoying, but I'm sure a lot of them also, do bring you joy. So that's also, another way you can go about rediscovering your joy. And my favorite way to rediscover your joy, which probably isn't the cheapest way, so I can't do it as often as I would like, is to take a holiday. Because I feel like when you travel, and it doesn't have to be anywhere even like super expensive or super fancy. It can be to Ghana. It can be I've been meaning to go to Ijesha waterfalls. I haven't been yet, but I feel like I really want to go this year, and it would definitely be, I've seen pictures and it looks so tranquil and peaceful. And oftentimes I feel like when you're away from your comfort zone, so your house, your office, the area where you live or the areas that you visit regularly, and you go somewhere new, and it's just amazing how it affects you, because you meet different people, you interact with them, you hear about their experiences, you share your own experiences, you see like cultural sites. It can be very therapeutic to travel. So traveling is definitely one of my favorite ways to rediscover your joy. And if you are going to travel, I would recommend Pan-African travel, because I feel like these days everyone's always like thinking, I want to go to the UK or to the States or to Singapore or wherever, but there's so many amazing places within Africa that oftentimes we don't even bother to explore. There's Zanzibar, there's Cotonou, there's Sao Tome. There's so many places really, and all you need to do is just contact, it's not an ad, but you can just contact your local travel agent, and I'm sure they would have a lot more information about that. So, and last but not least, my final way that I think you can find and rediscover your joy is to get a jar or any kind of container and write down. So this is a bit like vision boarding. I don't know if any of you guys out there have actually tried vision boarding, but if you haven't, it's amazing. I will do another vlog on that another day because it's a whole separate topic. But you can get a jar and you can literally just put in, write down the things that you want to achieve or that you're hoping to do. So it can be like, oh, by this day I would like to be whatever it is, I would like to be earning this amount of money, or I would like by the end of the year I'd like to have visited these places, or maybe reconnected with this person. And every time that that happens, you just go back in your jar and you put a tick on the piece of paper, maybe like a red tick or a pink or a bold color. And at the end of the year, when you actually read through all the things that have actually been accomplished, that you set out to accomplish, that would definitely bring you a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. Well, that's it for this vlog. I hope that you learned some things, and I hope that you'll put some of them into practice, and that you definitely rediscover your joy, because that's really important. So that's it from me for this episode, but I would, as always, love to hear from you guys. All my social media handles will be on the screen, as well as my email address. So hit me up and just let me know how you are, and if you've been obviously living your best, most fulfilled and most abundant life. I'll see you next time.